What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? It is the 23rd day of August, and here we are sitting at about 1.27 cents one day, 9 hours left in this week here. It's a beautiful week. Looking at this here on a daily time frame, we have, it looks like a bad week, actually. If you're looking at the weekly time frame, it's, you got this wick to the upside coming down, but I don't really think I would consider this real price action. What happened here, right? It's kind of wonky, funky. Somebody fat fingered it or something, man. Someone's playing with the markets. Really, I think if we look at this on a 4 hour time frame, it kind of looks like a diamond bottom pattern. This is what I was saying the other day, like yesterday. It looks like a diamond if you exclude the wicks. And we broke out to the downside. Sorry, I think the diamond's more like this. We broke out to the downside, and typically after that, you do rally through the upside, and that's exactly what we did. So that's nice to see. Um, I would expect, and with this here, if we're looking at this on a daily time frame, we got a high daily close, kind of engulfed the last 2 days of price action. I would love it if we could continue to move up. I would expect that we do continue to move up, but OnyxCoin has been very volatile. This kind of sideways volatility can't persist for too long. This is what you call indecision candles. I would assume that we make a decision here pretty soon, and typically when you get an indecision candle cluster like this at the bottom, you typically do move up. Typically does not mean you have to. The next target area to consider would be about 1.45 to 1.5 cents. We're looking to get above 1.5 cents. When we break through that area, it's on, you guys. It's absolutely on. Um, I had someone say, I don't even want to get into it actually, but just someone was talking trash about OnyxCoin, and it's like, I basically just debunked everything that they said. And I was like, what are you talking about? What are you bearish on? Anyways, 1 hour time frame. Let's see here. 1 hour time frame. Looking at this here, the RSI is bouncing off the 40. We got overbought. We're looking to bounce off the 40. That's a good look there, you guys. It's not a bad thing at all. Hopefully we do hold support here. That looks like a nice little relative double bottom. A little bit of volume at the top, and that's okay, right? Nothing too crazy. I want to take, I don't know, will this fib help us? Because that price action is just so wonky, high to low. It looks normal. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, you are respecting the fibs to some degree. We've seen this 0.5 to 236 interaction a couple times. I wouldn't be surprised if we move up to the golden ratio by the end of the day. 1.4 to 1.41 cents. 1.39 to 1.42 cents, I guess, would be a better representation of that. That's not bad. What about the indicators? I don't mind the RSI. As long as we uphold, as long as we don't go lower, I don't mind it, right? The goal here, I guess, would be to not. It's okay if we see prices lower than this, but we don't want to close, right? We want the RSI to start to build. We would like to hold this 40 area and start to build from here. Get overbought again without getting oversold, right? We got overbought here. We were looking to get overbought again without getting oversold, but inevitably got oversold. Now back to being overbought. Let's try and do it again, okay? Stochastics look good. This is actually a good area. This looks like it wants to bounce right here. And the MACD, the MACD's also had an area that it wants to bounce. So there's optimism here, you guys, throughout all these indicators. I like to see that. Um, let's see. 4 hour time frame, the RSI is starting to shape up. You can see it, right? You can absolutely see it where we've been finding resistance here, like in this area, just below, just above, whatever, and coming down to the oversold zone every single time. Now we haven't, right? Twice in a row. We found support at the 40 double bottom there, higher lows, and we're also now finding support at the 50. Things are shaping up, guys. Things are shaping up. The stochastics look good too. I would love it if this, in the next 54 minutes, if we could come up and close this candle green. It's not detrimental if we close it red. It would just look really good, I think, if we could close it green, because then we avoid this little like cross down on the stochastics here, which isn't detrimental in itself, but it would just be more beneficial to not have that, I think. The MACD is super close to crossing, you guys. Super close. And this could, again, express that we are going to pump any day now. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, sometime between now and the next couple of days, I would think. If not, maybe like the latest, like 3 or 4 days from now. That's good. All good things brewing here. Yeah, OnyxCoin is about to rip. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Oh man, I should say this. It's more of a joke, kind of. But if you have rent money, go ahead and throw it on here. You'll make a little bit of extra money. That's not financial advice, not a financial advisor. No, you shouldn't. You should not invest with your rent money. That's what degens like myself does. You should not do that, right? But at the same time, I am thinking, it's the end of the month. If anybody needs some extra cash, I don't know. Maybe not your rent money, but if you have like an extra $100 or $200, you never know. You could make an extra $20 or $30 or more than that with this. If you have more than $100 on hand, got like $1,000, a couple $100. Like it's is probably just in the short term. Obviously, in the long term, you're going to make a lot more than that with it, but just in the short term, I do expect that by the end of this month, we're going to get a rally. The signs are looking good. Things are looking good. Everything's there that we want to see. You just have to do it now, okay? If you don't do it, that would be very bad. When you have good things set up and you don't do good things with your good things, you do bad things, and they tend to be very bad things. So hopefully we don't do that. Daily RSI looking good, looking like the same it has the last couple of times that we found support here. Just continue. Same kind of idea. Just continue. I would love it if today closed green. 2 green days in a row might be a signal, the signal that we're looking for, that we are breaking out of this range to the upside. But we have alternated red, green, red, green, red, green every single day since August 15th there. So I guess the odds would be that we close red today. If you've been trading OnyxCoin based off of that, you've been doing all right. The MACD here looking like it wants to cross up. Yes, we've got the cross. Yes. So again, even if you don't close green today, that's nice. But it would be ideal, I think, to close green and more just to help this build. We want the MACD to start getting productive. The last time that we were crossed red for a long time and we crossed green was here amidst these indecision candles. And then we started to build, guys. We started to build. Here, you know, from a relative low to a high, what do we get? We had an overall 37% pump. Here from this relative low, I mean, technically, we've already had a nice like 30% pump, 29% pump there. But I would think that that's an incomplete move. I think that's like a foreshadowing of the things to come. I think that was somebody trying to accumulate some. Anyways, I do believe that we've got higher to go. Somebody last night asked me to give them a hit of hopium with OnyxCoin, so let's do that real quick for the whole crowd. Okay, high to low here. We went all the way up to our 2618 here, found support at the 1414. Beautiful. Okay. We're now finding support just above the 1618. Maybe at the lowest we go to 1.1 cents, but even if we do that, it's fine because that's actually a very strong area for support. The land of the rising sun would uphold us, and it's the golden ratio. Sometimes if you go from the 2618 down here, what you'll see is you go all the way up to your 3618. Right, and this is actually right in the area that we're expecting, 21 to 27 cents. It's right in that area because from a high here to a low here, that 1886-200 area is right there as well. Maybe this is more of an inclination that we do stop at 26 cents, but I would think 26 to 32 cents, even above there, is still a very viable target. I don't really have anything else that I want to say, but there's your hopium right there. We've got a lot of growth to go, and that reflected in the price would be somewhat of a, let's see, that'd be about a 19x to a 24x pump. Okay, we got a lot of growth to go. Likely going to happen, I think, by the end of September, if not sometime in October. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.